that what we do is we write a request for development proposals. And this particular piece of property is a property the city of Mesa purchased almost 10 years ago. And it's 7.65 acres, so far cry from the 218 acres around the Mayo Clinic. It's at the corner of Stapley and Main Street, right at a light rail stop, just east of downtown Mesa. It's in a redevelopment area. It's called the Mesa East Redevelopment Study Area.
When we were trying to decide how we were going to develop the site, we knew that because this site was a resource for my family when it was a Mervyn's that we went to, when we were taking an empty house and turning it into a home, that we were going to develop the site so that it was a reactivation space for the local community within the Mesa East redevelopment plan, merging helping with profitability, reaching all the city of Mesa's objectives for how they want the site to be developed as, while also honoring our fiduciary responsibility to our investors to invest to the required rate of return, merging helping with responsibility, a practical utopia.
Looking at the Mesa East redevelopment plan, they came up with two alternatives that they believed would be feasible for our site. We ran with alternative A, and that was transit-oriented development, Mesa style, with front-facing retail and residential in the back.
We're Main Street partners. I'm Glenn Worth, this is Justin Trexler, this is John Salter, and our fourth Daniel Steadman, unfortunately he couldn't make it today. But we are your partner for creating active adult communities. Our objectives: prevent social isolation by creating community, addressing access to transportation with this project on the light rail, and to provide housing needs for our seniors. We're committed to staying ahead of this curve to prevent a crisis of inadequate living conditions for our grandparents, parents, and before we know it, ourselves.
So this is our project, Sherwood Square. Healthy living community that fosters connection. Looking at the site plan, the main entry is along Stapley Avenue. As you pull in, you'll have the choice to go to the residence drop-off or the leasing office, and directly adjacent to that is the primary amenity space.
I'm Bobby Wolfson, this is Judd Welsh, Haley Stevenson, and Quentin Hick, and we are New Horizons.
So our mission as a company is to create places that promote holistic living. And for LaDahlia, our vision for this project is a dynamic, interdependent senior living community that is easily accessible, it complements nature, and it fosters its residents' downtown connectivity. So for the values of the project, we integrated walkability, interdependence, and connectivity.
Our project, LaDahlia, wants to capitalize on the Hispanic demographic in this area to add synergy to this site, specifically with our retail characteristics, to add a connection from the surrounding community with the independent living concept on the site. The site plan itself, as you can see, our more dense 3-story independent living is going to be in the middle of the site. Adding this barrier from the single-level duplexes from the northern end residential homes. The average rental rate, what we're seeing right now, is around $4,769 for our project. And then the retail here on the south end, again, is 6,000 square feet with that cross-access easement to allow synergy for the site.
We are Picnic Development Group, and this is
Kiana Rouse Martinez.
I'm Kevin Winkler.
and Bridger Hensel. And I am Nick Anderson, and this is an adaptive reuse of a building known by many within the community. This is the gem. It's named the gem.
We chose the name The Gem for a couple of reasons. The biggest one is the story that Mesa has to tell is one of health, prosperity, happiness, and contentment, dating back to 1928, getting the title The Gem City.
So the gem, this area needs revitalization and it needs energy. The gem is going to provide retail, provide goods and services, not just to the surrounding neighborhood and not just to the Mesa community, but we are going to attract merchants and patrons from the outside area that will contribute to Mesa's tourism and contribute to their economic growth. We have 3 tenants, and a strategic art walk connecting our site to light rail to connect with Mesa's arts culture. As you can see along the south, we have our ArtLink connection, and then we also have a connection to Stapley Drive on the west side of the property, doing accessibility and walkability.
And